Greetings from Gardner Village in West Jordan, Utah. Today is Thursday, December 7th, 2023. It is about 5:07 p.m. Mountain Time. As I said, we are at Gardner Village. I think this will be the third Christmas season that I've been here. It's about 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, the shops here at Gardner Village close at 6 o'clock p.m. today. So I want to be able to go around and check out the always fun elf displays, the elves. If you've seen my Halloween videos at Gardner Village before, you know that they feature witches during the Halloween season. But at Christmas, they have all these cool elf displays. I don't know if they'll have any down this way. I'll just give a quick peek. Yeah, I don't see any down here this way. It's not going to be super crowded in terms of number of people out right now because it's just a Thursday evening. If you go here on a weekend, that's when you see the bigger crowds. And I know Halloween time, I went on one of the days where they were doing the Witches Night Out event, so it was really crowded that evening too. See, tucked in there's an elf inside of a sled. I don't know if that's one of the traditional displays. We're going to try to make our way around as best as possible before it gets too dark out. There's the Pine Needles store. But up here, this will be one of the more traditional displays that we're accustomed to seeing. We've got like several elves and a whole scenery around it. Kind of looks like Santa's workshop with the letters dangling from the sky, or ceiling rather. When I say sky, I was going to actually say chimney, because if you go further in, you see they've got like chimneys coming down from the ceiling. All the letters addressed to Santa or Santa Claus. I wonder if that guy, the older guy in the back, is supposed to be Kris Kringle. No, he has green shoes on like an elf too. The only sign of Kris Kringle is the little Santa back there. It says Santa's Reindeer Express Post Office.
Well, that's too bad.
Inside there is the train shop, and then covered up right here would be the train that operates during certain days and times that little kids can ride around. It's here. Off the top of my head, I don't see any displays along that way. So let me navigate this direction instead. This cottage kind of reminds you of the cottages you would see out in Ogden for the Christmas Village. Outside of the Crystal Ferry, we've got the elves playing the various jingles for the holiday season, holiday tunes. Over here you've got the elves ice skating on the ice skating rink. Well, one of them is still skating upright, and the other one has taken a spill. And then on the other side of that, you see two of the elves are kind of probably sipping hot cocoa or some hot beverage at a little table. We've also got some Christmas music playing just in general in the background at Gardner Village. Some of these are, or a lot of these are repeats, but they changed the location of them. So you've got the Kiss Contest It's the sweetest contest in town, the Kiss Contest. Merry Kissmas to all. So first place is that giant kiss there. Gold rings. You see, hear the music playing in the background. I think it sounds like the Muppets almost. These ones are just enjoying the snow cones with the snowflakes falling from the sky. Oh, I was about to say there's probably nothing over here, but they do have one elf swinging from the tree here. I'm navigating this a little bit different than I normally would because I want to kind of mix up the presentation for anyone who's watched the videos in the past. It's taking a different starting path. This one is Hannah's Hattery. So you've got various hats being constructed and ironed out. Mostly Santa Santa hats. I think that's pretty much all what they are. See all the big supply of Santa hats. And if hopefully I have time, I'm going to pop into some of these shops after I cycle through all the elf displays. Like this one is Seven Gables Mercantile. I'm wondering what the odds of me being copyrighted by YouTube for the song are. Probably good. Oh, there's one elf up there. It looks like he's dangling a mistletoe. What is this one here? You've got several elves sleeping in their bunk beds. And there's also one elf in the corner there, kind of in a rocking chair, reading a Merry Christmas book. This is outside of Willow Hill Yarn Company. Over here you've got candy canes and hot cocoa. Candy canes would be 5 cents. Hot cocoa 25 cents. If only they were actually serving that. This is always my favorite area to go down. So you got the big candy cane decorations, the big ornaments, and then up top you've got the skier and the gondola lift kind of going down the aisleway. Well, this shot looks much different than Halloween time, because Halloween, this picture that I took here was filled with people standing around and moving to the various shops. You got a snowball fight happening down here. So this guy, this little bucket of snowballs. Well, they're having a snowball fight. These ones are trying to build it, although I guess that one's got some snowballs too. There's Storybook Nook. They have books, toys, games, and dolls. Wanderlust is always one of my shops I like visiting. Then on the left here you've got Lulu's Boutique. On the right side, Boda Boutique. That's more of like a wedding dress place. Simply Flowers, if they're still open, had in my opinion, the best selection of Halloween decorations back at Halloween time. This elf display is the break room. So they've got Candyland that they're playing while that one's just busy knitting. Over here on the left is Spoiled Rotten, a children's boutique, and an up ahead chocolate covered wagon. They sell some decadent chocolates, and the elf display over here features an elf with a big candy apple. There might be one or two displays that I missed over there in my walkthrough, but still trying to strategically hit these before it gets too dark out, and making sure the camera can pick them all up. Now this one here, a lot of these displays have been repeats. I have not seen this one in the past. So this one I believe is a new one. It's like the place where the reindeers are being kept. Rudolph, you can't see Rudolph's shed, but Blitzen on the right side here. And they've got that anchored down, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here, we're kind of at the middle area, so let me cut across the parking lot. Am I making good timing? It's 5:18. Again, apologies a little bit for the rush, but these stores close at 6. Just want to make sure that I'm able to have like 20 minutes to at least show off some of the inside of the stores. This looks like the Christmas tree lot where they're selling various Christmas trees. Specifically Sparky's tree lot. So you can see this guy selling them. These elves, the two helpers loading the trees up. In the past, some of the most detailed displays have been these ones right here in the middle, where the underneath the gazebo. And yeah, once again, this is the toy testing, and if the other side will be the same probably as last year, which would be like an elementary school. You can see a little toy airplane moving from the ceiling. But the elves testing the toys out, like trying out the plane down there. That's the one that's controlling the plane up above us, supposedly. This one's taking the scooter ride down the ramp, playing with other toys in the background. The little trampoline practice, and that one's firing off a little toy gun. So the centerpiece here, Gardner Village, West Jordan, Utah, and it has the big Santa hat up top. They have a video online that shows them using a big crane to assemble that big Santa hat up top, which is pretty fun to see. This is an elf display. Just looks like they're in, I assume, Santa's sleigh, loading up the Christmas gifts. Next to the Prestige, I don't think I visited this one earlier, but it looks like they are fishing. At times it'll be ice fishing, and for some reason, God knows what reason, that one back there is taking a bubble bath when it would be freezing temperatures out. This scene, you imagine, would look a lot different if there was actually snow on the ground. It would look like ice fishing or marshmallowing out in the cold, as with a lot of these displays. You know, if there's snow on the ground, it's going to give you a bit different perspective of everything. Here's the elementary school display. Today's lesson, learning naughty versus nice. That's what the chalkboard says. Naughty is the dirty room, bad grades, being mean and lying, and nice would be helping mom, sharing, good manners, and a positive attitude. So you see the teacher elf. They got 4 students hanging out. The big map back there kind of showing the navigation of where Santa would be delivering presents. And then outside of Mystique Dining, we've got 2 displays. Kind of like instead of these elves working, they're almost getting ready for Christmas Day. Like that elf with the popcorn box, this one's wrapping a present, putting them underneath the tree over there next to the fireplace. That's kind of like a traditional home. And over here you've got the bake shop where they're doing their holiday baked goods. That one's loading the finished products. You've got star-shaped cookies, candy canes, a few gingerbread cookies. And outside of Layers Bedding, Dear Santa, I can explain. Up there, they're using the strings to help put up the Christmas lights. Oops, sorry, I put my phone in the way. Definitely a lot more music playing than I recall in the past years, which is, again, nice. I'm just thinking, for the video purpose, YouTube will be like, that's copyrighted music. And then up here by Down to Earth Design and Home Furnishings, we have the barber shop, Bart's Beards and Bellies. So Bart is the barber and getting ready to form the beard for this particular elf. Alright, so I covered what I think are most of the elf displays. There's 1 or 2 over there that I probably will catch. But what I'm going to do now is try to go in some of these shops so that I can splice that footage in. And again, it's dark. You can barely see me in selfie mode here. That's why I wanted to go at a fast pace. Yeah, I'm going to head in some of these stores. Up first, we're going to try to go to Simply Flowers. See the cute little ornaments on the tree. Season's greetings. That's a cool wreath. So the displays were still nice in there, but not as extensive as like the Halloween decorations that I liked. So I'm going to try to check out Wanderlust next. That's this store right here. They usually have like all the different countries represented, but besides that, they typically have some decorations. Nice tree in here, along with the various gnomes. Got funny gifts here.
Oh my gosh. Taylor needs this.
So Lulu's Boutique has all of these holiday displays. So the Wanderlust. Again, I didn't show a lot of merchandise in there besides the gag gifts because there were not many customers, so I didn't want like the one worker to see me just like pointing a camera around. But I did show a little bit. I'm going to check out Seven Gables Mercantile. Always some unique holiday merchandise. Various advent calendars. Nice window display looking from the outside of that Seven Gables Mercantile. See, they're selling merchandise like little 3D puzzle houses that you can build. There's also kind of a cool marble run in there. I like this fireplace too. And then what we didn't get to see earlier, like Halloween time, they would have a person there with a boat, like drinking beer. Now they've got on the water someone on a glacier that's kind of broke free, I think, camping. And then if we go around the corner here, I know it's pitch black now, but when we get to the display, I think it'll illuminate. Oh, here we go, security. Top secret stuff. I'm gonna have to illuminate this one with my phone light. But how could I miss the North Pole coal transport? Guy delivering coal. See all the coal rocks. Huge teddy bear. All the different types of chocolate though. So I'm just getting to Happy Camper Deli and Bakery before they close. They've got nice decorations and goods to have. So one of the cool things is they still keep it going after 6 o'clock, and there are a decent amount of people showing up just to look at the elf displays and lights. I ended up getting bakery pizza and bear claw. Well, I will sign off from Gardner Village here. If you enjoyed this tour of the Holiday Elves 2023 at Gardner Village, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.